Number 41. Philosophical question. This is a love letter, not a romantic one, but a love letter nonetheless. Even though I believe you still know the delicate details of my heart, I regret not writing you sooner. Writing you affords me a tangible kinship, a reciprocal type of communication. My frequent internal dialogue to you can feel like leaving voicemail, words waiting to be heard and easy to erase. My soulmate and I have a granddaughter now, and she is gorgeously grand. Little baby Bubbles illuminates us, and her face is a map of flesh which readily declares, I descend from my papa. My beloved and I got married, something you wanted us to do as soon as we turned 16. Even though he and I knew we were soulmates, we were not interested in getting hitched then. No conforming to social norms for us. This notion is in part why he and I waited until we were close to 50 to marry. The wedding was fabulous and certainly played out differently than if we had done it at 16. I wish you could have attended. After all, it was you who set us up. I think you may have been incarcerated when the tornado rampaged through here over 30 years ago. Ever since the devastating storm thumped us, the city has never stopped growing. We recently achieved the air rights to build high-rises. The first construction site is at our infamous 5 Points corner. My friend, our city is flourishing. You can hear almost every language known to man spoken here. It is wonderful. There is also a theater at the infamous corner now, and you were brought to life on stage there. A theater group conducted over 200 interviews to collect the voices of people and find out what they thought of downtown. Part of my interview was included in the play. The actress who portrayed me spoke of my love for you, how you protected me, and that you died far too young. It was reported as the most poignant part of the play. I saw the play twice, and both times mystical goosebumps moved my flesh. Hearing you brought to life on stage filled me with a magical moony glow. A while back, I inadvertently had a conversation with the only corrections worker that you and I considered to be a legitimate human being. The only one who was not a member of the alien beings sent to Earth to dominate us group. I called a local office of the people to acquire information. The woman on the other end was pleasantly proficient. As we wrapped up the conversation, she stated her name and thanked me for calling. After the call, I found myself pacing the hall. My insides knocked like they were demanding to get out. Her name bounced around my brain like a rubber ball gone wild. I called back a few minutes later and verified her identity, and we had a nice chat. She shared news of her retirement from corrections and her joy at getting to work for a local politician. Of our troublemaking trio, I had been the only one not mandated to meet her every couple of weeks, yet she knew full well who I was. Your death hit her hard. She viewed it as a failure on the part of the justice system. Our conversation reminded me of the many philosophical questions I grapple with regarding your death. I wonder, who is responsible? Is it the juvenile correction system? Are you solely to blame? How much of the responsibility lies with me? Are your parents to bear the burden of guilt? Is the boy who wielded the bat culpable? Does the boy who stabbed you shoulder most of the guilt? Or is it the one adult who was present to blame? Is karma responsible for your death? Does the owner of the bar where you were all drinking have any responsibility in this scenario? Or is the tragedy of your death explained as simply as violence begets violence? I wonder, what is your take on dying so young? How do you feel about the way you died? Survivor's guilt regarding your incarceration and death has haunted me. You were my first and truest friend, my street partner. The love we shared was rare. It has moved through time and space, so you, my friend, are always with me. Our love is limitless. Love, Joey, just a stupid girl.
Subscribe, like, and share to support this channel.